Hey guys, Iros here and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my first try of Ashfall, which is a post-apocalyptic RPG shooter from NetEase Games. And this video is from the very start of the game, as per this closed beta test. Could change in the future, who knows. Now guys, when I first jumped into this post-apocalyptic world, I immediately thought I'd joined John Connor's resistance against the machines of Skynet. I really thought this was going to be some sort of like Terminator-esque sort of game with division mechanics, as like hiding behind the walls and the shooting and stuff. But after facing a rather large tripod at the end of this, which I thought sort of resembled War of the Worlds sort of thing with the beams and stuff, I quickly realised that the soldier I was playing here was an expendable prologue asset, as he did actually die during the making of this prologue, and we just weren't meant to be. So quickly the mood of the game changed, as once I got out of this sort of little intro, I got thrown straight into sort of an extensive character creator. Now guys, since this is a closed beta test and of course all data is going to wipe, I didn't spend an extraordinary amount of time sort of tweaking it or making it look daft. I just sort of made it the way it was. So shortly after the character creator, after I got to pick my hair and my face and my skin colour, my eyes, etc., and of course my name, I also got to pick some traits and some secondary traits or something, just basically character boosters or classes and stuff like that. So after this, I got told that I've grew up in a vault and I'm like the vault child or something like that, and I'm going to wake up now in a new day in my Fallout inspired post-apocalyptic vault. Now guys, following on the events of the previous bit with the post-apocalyptic sort of robot invasion and stuff, and then the character creation, I'm welcomed into the world of Ashfall by a weirdly dressed old woman with, in the place of voice lines, just sort of does a gibberish noise to the dialogue at the bottom of the screen, and I do get a choice of what I want to see, etc. But I think it's more like sort of linear, as opposed to if you choose the wrong thing, they're going to shoot you or anything like that, like actual Fallout. I don't think anything similar to that, because it is an online game after all. I'm imagining eventually it's just like a storyline that I go through before I get into with other player content. Thank God, though, I can read and I don't have to rely on like hear and everything. Now, she's going to give us a pistol and tells us some vermin has invaded the vault and I've got to go get rid of them. So after sort of setting me sensitivity and me layout and stuff like that, I head off to kill these things in the basement and realise just how much I don't like this pistol versus the assault rifle it gave us at the start of the game. I kind of wish I had the assault rifle right now because it was so much better than this pistol by miles. But after much struggling with this pistol, I do eventually kill all the bugs. I get some new clothes and learn about sort of consumables like healing items, etc. And I go back to the weird old woman, triumphant. I have succeeded in this task that apparently nobody else in the vault could do, so that's why she gave me the pistol after I've been just like sort of grown up here for my entire life, and she just trusted with a pistol. I could have shot her or anything. Anyway, she tells us that Fishy is lost. Now, I kind of skipped through most of this dialogue. You can like sort of look on the screen and stuff if you want, but basically what it means is I've got to leave the vault into the wasteland and find Fishy, or the survival of the vault is at risk. Now, I'm not going to tell you what Fishy is yet, you'll see when I actually find him. But how they've survived this long without me is beyond my understanding, because if Fishy's just going to nick off outside the vault, you're sending a kid with a pistol to kill bugs and then go actually find Fishy in the wasteland where they've never been in their entire life. You know, it's kind of fishy in a way why they're doing this, but we'll find out. Anyway guys, I'm greeted by a map exploration game style that I've not seen since early RPGs like Final Fantasy VII or earlier, etc. It's quite unique and I quite enjoyed sort of running around. I was expecting a bit more on-map encounters, like random like do sort of music kicking in, I'm into a battle sort of thing, but that didn't happen till quite near the end of this. Now, I spend my time on this finding points of interest. Some are interactable on the map itself, and some open up their own little area areas with enemies to kill and stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to show you them all. Obviously, if you do play this game, you will experience that for yourself. They were quite unique in like different areas and stuff. It wasn't like I was just rinse repeat the same area with different enemies in or anything like that. It was quite interesting to come in these and loot some things like new guns or new bits of clothing and stuff like that. So yeah, I got some new guns and just basically here's how to use them and what to do, and I also leveled up and showed us how to do me traits and stuff like that to get more like sort of talents that increase certain things like in the game itself. Now guys, after sort of invading loads of areas and fighting a ton of trespassers, so many trespassers, I don't know why, if I'm not trespassing on their territory, I should be the trespasser, but whatever, there's loads of them and loads of them and loads of them. Eventually, I come to a cave that I need a rope for. Now, it's got to be around here somewhere, right? It's got to be sort of near the cave, it's usually what happens, but it wasn't. I had to move a little bit and actually find it on the map. And on that note, I got my first sort of wild encounter on the map itself, which forces into a battle with my first boss creature to kill, and it also taught me about weak points, so I do appreciate that, knowing that there is actual weak points on creatures. Then shortly after I'd killed that boss, I found the rope that I needed to descend into the cave. Now, since this is the last location on the map, I'm going to assume Fishy's probably in here. Now, there's lots of mobs. Loads of them. I have to kill them. I have to push my way through. They're not exactly hard to defeat or anything like that. And I do level up. And I find some sort of herbs and some mining stuff that I can gather. So I'm assuming there must be crafting in the game as well at some point or another. Not yet. Obviously, haven't got that far. However, guys, I eventually find Fishy at the end of this little dungeon, and he's guarded by a rather formidable boss that I had to sort of defeat with all his henchmen and stuff like that. And guess what, guys? Fishy is a goat with weird antlers. Now, someone explain to me why all these henchmen, all these defenders and stuff for a goat. I don't know. Maybe it's a magical goat and it's the only goat that actually feeds the entire vault, and someone else wanted the goat for all the goat's milk and it's like magical and can feed a legion of people. Doesn't make any sense to me why there'd be this many people guarding a goat, but it happened, and now I am the great saviour of Fishy, and I can go back to the vault and tell the old woman that I've succeeded, and tell them about all the trespassers and stuff that I've defeated single-handedly after just leading the vault for the first time to find Fishy on this great quest. Anyway, guys, it's done. I've done it, and beyond my understanding why, but she tells us I'm some sort of chosen one, and I have to venture out into the world and save something or other. I didn't really pay attention, but this is at the point where I sort of ended the video anyway, so that's by the by. Anyway, guys, appreciate you watching this far. If you have to, leave a like down below and do let us know in the comments if you want us to play more of this. I'll probably live stream it at some point, and hopefully Fishy comes with us and I can take him on magical journeys or something like that. I don't know. Probably not. But thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed it, like I say, leave a like down below. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. I'll try and do some content on this game, at least live streams, or maybe if I find something interesting to do on it, etc. Overall, guys, I quite like the gameplay. It reminds me of some sort of like Division type game with a mixture of Fallout and, of course, Terminator at the start there. I don't know if that's going to come back. I would be interested to see the robots or maybe it's the futuristic suits and the assault rifles and stuff in the future. I hope I do. Maybe it's a mech suit, because I saw a mech suit during the Vault prologue. But I'm interested to see how deep the game goes. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you very soon in another video just like this. Bye bye for now.